I was taking some pictures. Okay, let's get this adventure back on the road. Here in America, the way they do theirs, especially if you don't want to have to pay for your CDL license, usually most companies will make you sign on a year contract with them, and they'll pay for your schooling and all that, but then you're stuck for a year afterward. Not that I mind, because I don't have anything necessarily holding me down as far as like I don't have a girlfriend or a wife or anything like that. But trying to think, I might need to. Yeah, I need to back this one in. Yeah, I don't have a girlfriend or a wife or anything that's gonna be holding me back from a trucking job. But it's just the thought that I would be away from home and family and friends and all that for pretty much a year's time. I mean, they told me, they're like, you'll come home it's like 3 weeks out, 1 week back ish. Not quite that luxurious, but close. And I'm just like, it's it's not bad. It's just I would rather not be gone that long. I need to get this turned. Yeah, I guess that's the idea. It's not a bad investment. I mean, for what you get out of it, it just stinks. But I mean, everyone I've talked to about it says, it's one of the better jobs they've ever had. They wouldn't trade it for nothing. You don't have to deal with basically a boss, barking down your back, so to speak, stuff like that. And just, I mean, yeah, you got time restrictions on some things. You can't take all week on some orders, blah blah blah. But I've heard so many more good things about it than I have bad. I am terrible at backing these things. I'm getting a lot better with it, but some of these spots, it's like, you gotta be kidding me. It's not gonna work. Well, if your power does go out, it's been a real pleasure getting to talk to you, Fire Dog. I appreciate it. Hopefully it doesn't. I'm enjoying the conversation we're having. Tell you what, though, I'm not enjoying this parking job. I am so close. Let's see here. As soon as I get this parking job done, I'm fine. This is like one of the tightest spots, though. Okay, I should be good now. Yes. Oh man, that was terrible. Reasonable, really? Oh, good grief, that damage penalty, though. Let's see here. I've not actually looked into Schneider. I've looked into Swift because their schooling was supposedly really good. And then I started reading a lot of bad reviews about them. I started looking into the Pam transportation too, which Pam does a lot of refrigerated goods and things of that nature. But their pay is really decent. Everything seems to be great about Pam. So if I do end up going, more than likely I'll probably do it. I don't know, summertime ish. Uh, just depends on how this all works out. But Pam seems to be one of my better bets at this point. Yeah, that was another thing too. Schneider and there's a couple others out there that I was looking at that I wanted to get into, but you had to have the experience first before you get into them. So that was another downside with a couple of them. Yeah, that was another thing. Since I don't have my own truck at this point, I don't want to. Yeah, I can hear you. Since I don't have my own truck at this point. You want to pick it? And I'll follow you? Yeah, thanks for the follow. Anyways, as I was trying to say, um, since I don't have my own truck right now, I've read a lot of bad stuff about trying to get your own truck. I'm not really worrying about it so much. I just rather get the, right, exactly. So I'd rather just find a cheap company that'll take care of me for the time I'm there, and then switch over to something more local afterward. That's up to you, bud. I only have two of them. Am I looking in freight or am I looking in World of Trucks? What do you mean no the face cam rip? Yeah, I can't wait till they get some more of this stuff open up. I'm really looking forward to being able to explore this a little bit better. Can you hear me? Okay, when you open up your freight contracts, what do you have? Sorry, I had to alt tab for a second. Okay, there you go. So I turned the face cam off for a second. That way you can, I guess I should open up the map again now. So right now they got Arizona, Nevada, and then Cali. The Oregon Trail, you got Washington is one of these, Oregon's one of them. I can't even look at the rest of the map, that's kind of stupid. I have one that takes me to Fresno, California, and another that takes me to Carson City, Nevada. You have a good night, Fire Dog. Thank you for staying with me. I appreciate it. And I hope you get some sleep tonight. Storms and all that just kind of go away for you. I have one that goes to Fresno, California, and one that goes to Nevada. But the one that goes to Fresno, I get more bonuses on. Where did he go? He is out of here. The only reason I haven't picked one yet, guys, is I can't think of his name right now. Okay, he was just here, it disappeared. He's actually on the stream, and we met up and just started riding together. So I don't know where he went though. Yo yo yo, it's overflow. Kidding. Okay, so freight market wise, I have two. One takes me to Carlson, and the other one takes me to Fresno. Carson, not Carlson. I couldn't imagine trying to use the real economy mod on this. I couldn't imagine it at all. Hey, Falcon, you there, buddy? How do the speeding tickets work on that? I know I've had a couple on here where it's 500, $700. I'm just kind of like, ooh. Yeah. You said you had one to Yuma? Okay, give me a second. See, I don't have realistic fuel consumption on, so I can only imagine. I don't. Um, I don't use realistic fuel on here, but I can only imagine what that would cost you. I don't got anyone else, unfortunately. We got a few people on the stream though that are watching. I went to uh, I went California since you're in Yuma. I figured to hit mine first and then follow you to yours. I am so terrible at this. This is not even funny. What am I doing? That's what I'm doing wrong. Yes. Trips for 60 to 90 cents a mile. Good grief. I couldn't imagine getting paid 900 bucks a trip. Did you say lead the way? So we got a mini convoy going on here. Got a guy right behind me. I'm going to Fresno to sell goods, and then from there it's a matter of following you down the rest of the way to Yuma. Oh man. I actually might have to check out a realistic mod just for that fact of did I want to be a real trucker? I think that would be a pretty good warm up. Or wake up call to reality, I guess would be a better way to put that. I don't see a repair station here, but next time should have one. How do the bank loans work? That's actually not bad though. Of course, again, when you're talking about the prices and stuff that you are making, that's your whole day's profit. So it's actually kind of terrible. See, I've never touched fuel efficiency ever. But yeah, when you're talking about realistic mods and prices being, you know, jacked up or jacked down, I guess, to what they ought to be, yeah, that would definitely help. I am level 26, I believe, maybe 27. I actually do not. I haven't really been a console player since I was a kid, more or less. And most of my console was like GameCube, Nintendo, uh, especially towards the Zelda genre. Now, if I did get a console though, I've definitely considered going with the PS4. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet though. Yeah, and see, that's the thing too. Whenever I play like this, I don't know. That's true. I've never been much of an Xbox guy though. Anyways, back to the forum, or the Twitch chat. See, I got Falcon X here with me, just strolling around. But I've never actually paid attention to what I'm doing in terms of my upgrades. I've always just, oh, okay, the next upgrade's available, and I bought it. I paid attention to a degree in regards to, this is gonna give me. Sorry, what was that? I paid attention. It does if you sleep. If you don't sleep though, then it won't. Sorry. Trying to have two conversations at once. It's not going well for me. um, I don't know what I was saying now. Oh yeah, so I've always just picked the next upgrade as long as it was available. Other than the fact that this one's going to give me better horsepower, it's going to have less gears, it's not going to go as fast, but you're going to be able to do a little bit more with it at the same time. See, I've always just went with the bigger is better mentality, or new is always better, so to speak. I don't have a 4K monitor, and I've never really had. I actually don't have any idea because yours does 48. I don't know if it's like your place in the queue when you got back into the server or where you're at now. I'm not actually sure. Anyways, back to 4K monitor. I've never had a 4K monitor. I barely have a HD monitor, but it's pretty sufficient for me. But in terms of realism, I would love to try this in a 4K monitor. I would I would give my arm probably for a 4K monitor. However, now they're doing the whole new 8K. If you heard about that, which I think is just ridiculous. I actually have the best truck I can get from my section in the Kenworth, but I wouldn't mind trying out the Pendleton or whatever it is. I just recognize the Kenworth brand name, so that's why I went with it. Yeah, this truck, I have it at, after I maxed everything on it, best engine and all that, is 550 horsepower. Now there's one more truck, I believe, and no, actually this is the last truck, and the Kenworth. But there is another engine, I think, once I level up a couple more times. No, it wasn't the town I was thinking of. We have another one coming up somewhere, unless we went a different way. Back, maybe, I don't know. I did read that the admins had the police right, but they don't even do anything with that. It was just more of a joke, I guess. What's the W900? Is that I'm on the Kenworth or Kenwood. I'm not 100% sure which one it is. Um, whatever my maxed out high-rise sleeping cabin is. I would, if I could do a 600 horsepower engine, I'd be willing to do $5 a mile. Okay, yeah, I'm in that one. Nicely done. I'll have to give the W900 a check out once I can figure out where it is to buy it. But as soon as I do, I promise I'll check it out for you. So why do you use the mouse over like the keyboard, for instance? I can watch you do some pretty quick movements with it, but it seems like it'd be really sensitive. Fair enough. I've always seen the big, like tugboat looking trucks where I live going through the highways carrying the big old houses and stuff. I think that would be awesome to do. I think that would scare me half to death to do, but I think that would be awesome to do. I think it would just be such a thrill to be able to take something that big and take it across the country or take it across, a couple of states or whatever the case is. I've always loved the thought of driving. I've always just loved driving in general, which is one of the reasons I've always thought about becoming a truck driver. And that's one of the reasons I love Euro Truck Simulator and love American Truck Simulator. Yeah, I mean, I've had a blast with that. I put 50 hours, I think it is, 50 or 60 into Euro Truck Simulator 2. I've already put good, at this point, 20 hours into it after I've been on the stream for a couple hours at this point. Yes. You want to get off here? I actually tried to tip mine over earlier, and I never could get it to tip over. This is just priceless. When you use the emergency call, where is it going to take you? Because this is San Rafael, it should take you here. Go ahead and do it, and I'll see if I just don't meet you there, because I think it's right here. Yo, yo, yo. I am on my way back over. That was hilarious. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. This is Trucker Hour. I'm your host, Spaz. For those of you who are still new, don't know what's going on, just having some fun. playing some American Truck Simulator. We're on a multiplayer mod right now. Hanging out with one of the guys from the stream. Chilling out, Max, relaxing, I'm cool, talking to Kazmund. And I'm actually out of words for that, but I do need to repair it slightly, so I'll go ahead and do that real quick. But not as bad as you did. This sucks. I got caught on the thing. Ala Adin Adura. I can't read this guy's name. Go ahead and repair this real quick. $1,000, not bad. Go ahead. Awesome. Okay, so heading up this way, gonna get some fuel. If this light ever changes. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. The lights take forever. I know you can add music through like your public folder, but I don't know as far as like radio streams and stuff. It's hard to find an actual channel that'll work on a radio stream. But I know once you're completely stopped, push the R key, and you should be able to bring up your radio. I'll go ahead and check that out too when the stream's over. R. Your R key should be, as long as you haven't rebounded to anything, R. Speaking of which, I got the Proclaimers. I'm gonna be 500 miles. If you know anything about that song, then you know why it's there. Yeah. I was gonna wait for you though. Let's go start the engine. Hey guys, welcome to the Trucker Hour. I'm your host Spaz. So we got a couple new recruits here. Hanging out with the guy from the stream. About to get jazzy up in here. Basically what we're doing, we're playing a multiplayer mod. Basically we're playing a multiplayer mod of American Truck Simulator. It's removing all the traffic out of the game. You can see other real players though. So that's what we're doing right now. Yeah, I guess we did. That was really weird. What am I stuck on? Well, I just failed, so give me a second. Taking this gas pump with me if it's the last thing that I do. This is stupid. Okay, I'm back on the road. I had some major technical difficulties there. I don't know what's going on. Okay, guys, I am on my way to Fresno, California. Delivered some sell goods. I'm not 100% sure what that means. Apparently I got some forklifts, though. Unless sell goods is part of Fresno. Oh, okay, yeah, I got it. So I'm going to Fresno, California to sell goods. It's a store that I have there, delivering some forklifts, and I need to learn how to properly shift. I'm going to try my darndest not to have any more accidents or anything like that. So one good turn, let's give it another. Put my turn signal on. Oh, that hurt. Did it? No, it didn't. So I'll take it. Here we go. I did see your comment, by the way. I agree 100%. I mean, the freight industry is such a crucial part to each country's development. I think it has such a huge toll, though, on people. Because I mean, it'll drive a person crazy if they can't deal with being alone for extended periods of time. Now, me, I got Netflix, I can watch that all day long. Obviously I can't watch it and drive, but there is a show that I watched, finished the whole series. It was nine seasons, and that song, 500 Miles I'm Gonna Be from the Proclaimers, was a key part of that series. Do you know what that series was? You passed me a while back. I'm catching up though. It was from How I Met Your Mother. The main characters in the song or in the show, whenever they go on a road trip together, that is their road trip song. So obviously, being that I like the season very well, great show. I would definitely recommend it. I had to get the song. I'm using one computer screen. I've never been a fan for using multiples. I do have a 1920 by 1080 resolution, which seems to work pretty well for me. Now, if I could go for a little bit bigger of a screen, that'd be fine. But mine's like a 22-inch or 24-inch or something, so it's okay. Yeah, I've not actually paid attention to the trucks because I never really knew what any of the trucks were. I just know that Mercedes makes a truck, which is really weird. They shouldn't be doing that. Mack is a very good brand of truck, especially if you're wanting to haul heavy stuff. And then I knew about Kenworth or Kenwood, whatever this is, but I don't know like specific numbers and models and all that. Yeah, the show is How I Met Your Mother. The main characters that make the song so popular are Ted Mosby, played by Josh somebody, I forget his last name, and Marshall Erickson, who is played by someone else whose name I don't remember at all whatsoever. Anytime they go on a road trip, though, they sing the chorus of the song, and talks about, yeah, I will walk 500 miles and then I'll walk 500 more just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles to fall down at your door. Don't know if it's a love song trying to win a lady's heart back. I'm not 100% sure. It's got a lot of cute stuff in the song, talking about how this guy's always going to be with this girl. If she leaves him, then he's going to be lonely for her, blah, blah, blah. It's a really cute song. I would definitely recommend listening to it. The chorus is hilarious, kind of, sort of. It's funnier if you've watched the show. And, yeah. It can. I have a decent PC actually, but I've never really cared for the Grand Theft Auto series. I even bought 5 not too horribly long ago, and didn't like it. Got it refunded. Si, senor. Yes, yes, I am. I actually just got the game a couple days ago, but I decided to do a stream tonight just for the heck of it because I wanted to try something out. And sure enough, it took off pretty nicely, I must admit. Fail. See, my issue is I keep forgetting to use my retarder. I've got the wheel set for it, I just don't ever remember to use it. This will probably be my last run, dropping mine off and then following you to yours, so. After we drop your load off, yeah. Because it is 5:44 a.m. and I haven't been to bed yet, and I really probably should. Overall, I am not sure actually. I have a few thousand though on American Truck Simulator, and I had several, like several thousand back on Euro. Correct. Ugh. Getting kind of tired. I'm going 75 miles an hour. I am a crash waiting to happen at 78 miles per hour right now. A while back, I was actually streaming Overwatch, and then I ended up having a surgery, and I'm finally in the latter stages of recovery from that. So I decided I was going to get my stream and stuff going again. I started making YouTube videos, nothing fancy, nothing great per se, but I'm getting there, trying to work on it, learn how to do everything, and yeah. So I didn't crash and burn. I actually stream with OBS. And then like when I make my YouTube videos and everything, I record with Shadowplay, and then I edit everything using Cyberlink's Power Director. It's a decent software. I had to buy it, but I knew it was something I wanted to do, and it was decent software for the price. I got a amazing deal on it. So on sale, I got it for like $50, I think, after finding a couple coupons and different things for it, and then getting it like Christmas time sale. But normally it was like for what I bought was about $300, I think. I mean, and I can do a lot of things for being a new YouTuber. It was perfect. I don't need a whole lot of features I don't know how to use anything on, so it worked out pretty nicely. Let's see, I've always wanted to do YouTube videos. I just never knew how to do it, and so I finally took initiative and just started making them. My issue was, like I said, I had that surgery, and then part of it was as I was making videos, my mic quit getting picked up, my webcam wasn't working so well, so I quit doing it for a while. I just started making commentary videos. So I'm back at having the webcam working, but I don't know how I really want to make my videos anymore either, because I usually the reason I have my name as Spaz is because I usually get pretty frustrated with people, especially in competitive games like Call of Duty, stuff like that. And that's the whole idea of what my channel was supposed to be about, was just me making the videos where I'm getting frustrated with everybody at the spawn camping and snipers and shotguns and stuff like that. Yes, sir. Oh, no way. Keyboard and mouse all day long. Minimum 60. Oh, good grief. Passing a kidney stone. What are you doing watching the stream, buddy? That I've never had one myself, but I know someone who has, and I know that is not a fun thing to deal with at all in the slightest. Stream wise, recording, or just in general. I do Overwatch on Saturday as a goal, and then I'm wanting to do this like during the week like weeknights is a trucker hour type thing. And then I'm wanting to do some like Five Nights at Freddy's and Outlast, Amnesia, stuff like that, more of the horror, fun type of horror. I've never actually played through it that far. I've started to, and then I never did anything with it. You tipped over again? I'm gonna drop my trailer off real quick, and then I just passed the repair station. I am feeling so horrible at this right now. I have a custom built PC. I've got a NVIDIA GTX 770 in here right now. I have 12 gigs of RAM. I have an i5 processor. Nothing fancy. It's enough to make it work. I failed trying to stop and back up, so I need a repair too now. I'm sorry, give me a second. My computer isn't anything fancy, and it gets the job done, so I can't complain. Um, I leveled up. Let's throw it in there. You would have to look at the minimum requirements. I don't know what the game requires. Unfortunately, I can't help out with that. Sorry, I'm back. I just need to hit the repair station and I'll be okay. Yeah, hit me up. Send me a message on here if you can. I don't know if you can send private messages on Twitch. And then I'll try to. I'm probably going to be wrapping this stream up here in a little bit. I'm going to drop off one more delivery to the guy that I was following just there. And then I can check out your specs real quick and see if it's something that you can run or what you would need to work on upgrading. Definitely. I'm following you. I am right behind you. It's the last one of the night, so that's fine. Yep. Cyberpower PC. Just depends. 550 seems like an okay deal, but it sounds like that may. It just doesn't sound good. Yeah, I should be on. I mean, I was gonna buy one off of their site, so I know they have some good quality stuff. I would rather see what's in it first. Oh no, I was talking to chat, and then I wasn't shifting up. I wasn't paying attention. I have not actually, but I don't ask for the donations either. Partly because I'm still so new, and partly because I've just never thought about asking for donations. It's not something you know, I don't need it per se, because it's not a living I make off of this. My goal, that would be great to do one day. Don't get me wrong. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out how I'm doing YouTube videos, what I need to change, or how I can improve them, what I can do to make it better, and just kind of take off. And then after that, my goal is just, I mean, I love video games, and especially like military simulators, truck simulators, stuff like that. So I honestly don't have an idea. I just want to take it off and see where it goes. I actually have Arma 3 and I never could play it. Part of it was just I couldn't get past a lot of the lag that was in the game. Thanks for that, guys. I'm not sure there was a follow, a sub, what that was, but thanks. I appreciate it. I wasn't sure which way you were going, and since I was so far ahead of you, I pulled over to the side. He said Arma 3 is dumb. But now, initially when Arma came out, I could never play it because of my leg. It wasn't that I had bad computer parts, it was just how they rendered everything. I couldn't get past it for some reason. Whatever my card or processor I was using just couldn't render it properly. I can play it now a little bit. It's kind of depending on what I do, it can get pretty choppy or laggy, and I don't know why. Because I can run a lot of other games great, especially if you've ever played Squad or heard of Squad. Really good game. I like it. Now, if I wanted a like an actual military sim, I would go Squad just because that's what I was able to play. And I know it works and it's fun. There's always a lot of servers full of people. But Arma, from what I understand, is a real militaristic simulator. So it depends on what you're looking for. Okay. Looking at those specs. I don't know enough about AMD to say yay or nay. I personally am not a fan of AMD. I'm an Intel guy all the way. That's not to say that's bad. That's not to say that that won't run it. I don't know. I would have to actually. Actually, I would love to have my own podcast. That's something I've wanted to do, and that was one of my ideas. Actually, doing this, like that's the reason I called it the Trucker Hour. It's something I thought would be really fun to do and really cool and enjoyable. So I might definitely try to give that a try. Anyways, back to you, Hot. Um, I would have to Google it myself once I got out of here. I can definitely do that. Don't get me wrong. I uh, I just don't know enough about AMD, unfortunately, especially off the top of my head. What do you mean? See, I like when I'm doing my stream right now, I'm using OBS, which is Open Broadcast Software, and it takes care of everything for me. So I don't know anything in the technical side when it comes to streaming. L. I've always wanted to use a runaway truck ramp. I know there's one around here, I thought, but I guess not. I was really hoping to get to use one too. Oh, buddy, where'd you go? Falcon? So the other guy I was just playing with is, he's gone. That's not good. I don't know where he is. I believe he's going to Carlsbad, though. I don't remember. I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm at. So we're going to Yuma. So I want to keep taking this down. I want to wait for him. I don't know where he went. I don't know what happened. AMD Radeon R7 isn't bad though for a video card. I almost got one for my computer. I'm Nvidia guy. I'm Nvidia and I'm Intel all the way. What happened, Falcon? Honestly, between the two, Mohammed, I'm not sure which one is better. Because one's a 3.8 gigahertz quad core, the other one's a 3.5 gigahertz 6 core. I got ahead of you, Falcon, and I'm actually waiting right now. I pulled over, was waiting for you. See, they both have the Radeon R7 though. Cards. It looks like. Personally, myself, I would probably go with that first one that you sent. The FX 6300 3.5 gigahertz 6 core. I would look up a comparison between the two motherboards. The motherboard's the FX 6300 versus the FX 4300. I don't know which motherboard is better. Whichever one is, I would go with that. Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, I would definitely compare the two motherboards. Whichever one has better motherboard, I would go with. Because otherwise, both computer specs are the same with everything that's in them. It's just the motherboards that are different. I'm coming for you. Say that again? What did you say? I'm losing you. Oh, sorry. I'm wanting to focus it between like 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. I want to try to do it like an hour time frame and try to do it as like a podcast during that as well, but I'm not sure yet. I got a roommate, and I'm working on getting internet put up to my room. Right now, my computer's in the basement, so I don't know if I will come up at all. I hope I didn't. Midnight, midnight. That's the goal, anyways. It's like 11 p.m. Eastern to midnight, or midnight to like 1 a.m., something like that. I actually started about 3:30 tonight, and I just did that as a late start, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't. Quad core. Whoa, I saw that. I hit the guardrail. I just did a number on my. Yeah, I think the first one is better. I mean, it's a 3.5 gigahertz if I remember correctly. Let's look at this. But it's a 6 core. I'm good if you're good. When it comes to AMD, though, I know you do want more cores. AMD doesn't do so well. Um, I've had a couple of them. I'm pretty excited about it. I've had a really good night tonight streaming, actually. I know I've tried to go through Razer before, and they require that you have like X amount of subscribers, and it has to be active people, and blah blah blah. So I'm a long ways off before I do anything, unfortunately. But that's my goal. Honestly, I don't know what game I want to focus on to get the sponsorships with. Yeah, what Casman said, it's AMD's releasing their new stuff, and they're trying to work on a chip set with Intel too, actually, so that'll change things here in the future also. Um, Personally, Intel just, especially for gaming, Intel does much better. Um, Intel Nvidia combination, in my opinion. Now, not necessarily every time, but again, that's my opinion. From what I've seen between the two, my brother had an AMD, and I think he overheated it, was part of his issue. But between AMD and Intel, mine perform better every time. It's just how it is. You're breaking up on me, bud. I don't have my stats showing me, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm getting minimum 60. I don't actually know what my settings are. I never adjusted them, to be honest. So, but I believe they're on high. Sorry. My goal, honestly, I don't know enough about Twitch to know what's good and what's not. Um, I've got I know it's good stuff, but I've got like 6 or 7 followers at this point now, and most of them came from tonight, and I'm just kind of super ecstatic about that, to be honest. My goal though is to get YouTube really grounded and get that going and figure out my my niche when it comes to YouTube. And then from there, it's a matter of really putting in some time with Twitch as well to get that going. I know YouTube, my goal right now is just to hit 100 subscribers. So if I can hit 100, I can get a custom URL, which would be awesome. That'll let me actually give it. Sorry, go on. Yeah. That way it's not just a bunch of letters and numbers and everything, it's actually what I wanted to say. But okay. As far as actual followers go for Twitch though, I mean, I'm happy with just my 6 or 7 I've got now, to be honest. It's super exciting. But honestly, I would be content if it never went anywhere. But I would love to see it grow, and I'd love to see it, spring forward. At 10 speed, we got plenty of 10 speeds on this game actually, and then there's some 13s, there's some 15s. I'm in an 18, thankfully. But I wouldn't mind actually being in a real semi. It's one of the reasons I'm playing this right now. Actually, yeah, it is night, but I think part of it too is because we had the accidents and getting the calls and having them tow us. I'm level 24, I guess. I'm not as high as I thought. I thought I was higher than that. I'm not sure, but it leveled me up. I used to work for a hotel one time, and they had yeah, yeah, definitely. If you're up for it, that is. Anyways, back to my story. I worked at a hotel, and we had a semi parking in the back, and one of the guys came through. He's trying to leave, but he actually couldn't because it just snowed. He couldn't get out of our parking lot. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you in some situations. Part of it, I keep taking my sound down, but it's still really loud. No, you're good. I'll have to change it when I get to complete stop. It won't let me change the game settings right now. I've never actually had Jack in the Box. I wouldn't mind having Jack in the Box. I've heard it's really good. Okay, we should be good now. I am for sure. I'm in Ohio actually, and we didn't get hardly any snow at all. I'm kind of glad about it, and I'm kind of disappointed at the same time. Would have been nice to have for like Christmas time, winter time, but I hate driving in it. I'm actually using it's a Newer. It's a Newer, I think actually Newer 700. I thought about getting a Blue Yeti. It was one that was recommended to me as well, but this one was for the price was really really cheap. Of course, I had to get a power supply for it so it would pick up my voice, but I thought about it actually. I can see all the chat though off my phone. I just turn the display timer off and take the display light down low. We're sitting here talking about Jack in the Box, making me hungry over here. Yes. I've never actually had it because there's none around where I live, so I don't know what exactly it is, but I've just heard it's good. I live out in Ohio. We have a lot of stuff that is here, there, and everywhere, but some of our stuff is given like different names. It's stupid. Yeah, that is a bunch of baloney. I'm sorry to hear that, Mohammed. People have just no. I don't know what just happened. What my truck hit. I thought my truck got stuck on the curb. People have no decency anymore, though. Like it's all about money and what they can get and take. So Jack in the Box, it's a restaurant. I don't know what exactly they serve. I think it's burgers and stuff like that. But I've never actually ate there. We don't have any where I'm at. From what I understand, it's got a really good reputation. I've just never been there, so I'm not actually sure. You, man, I tell you what. Probably. It's how, oh, you're fine. We stick together. We have a lot of police around here. Depending on the city, um, some cities are worse than others. But there's a couple cities where it doesn't matter what time, day of the year, of the month it is, they've met their quota or not. It's all about money to them. If you're going one over, they're gonna nick you. It's stupid. I do actually. I've thought about making videos for that too, but I've never done it. Everyone is just recent actually. My one longtime viewer is normally a Saturday guy when I do my Overwatch streams. Yep, every Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. That one I do Overwatch every week, and then like I'm wanting to do this every day type situation, and then I'm wanting to do some like Five Nights and stuff as well, but I don't know how I want to do that. Well, I'm glad you didn't, because otherwise I wouldn't have someone here to talk to you on chat. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know what? You live and you learn, like you said. I have one game on Steam that's free. It's really good. It's called Ghost in the Shell. It's a first-person shooter if you're into that. As far as my computer case, I have a couple blue lights on it for my fans, but that's it. Yeah, it's a multiplayer first-person shooter. I like it. I've not had any real issues with it. I've had a lot of fun. It's done through Nexon, and they have a lot of like microtransactions involved in the game, but it's nothing that's pay to win. It's all if you want cosmetic skins and stuff like that. Ghost in the Shell. Um, it's hard to explain actually because they try to do it as a futuristic game. Yeah, actually, I think it's already out. Might not be. I don't remember. I'll have to check it out. Paladins, I think it was. Before we go, let's make sure I add you on Steam. Yeah, I'm just trying not to crash right this second. I would just need your Steam name, is all. I'm sorry, you cut out. I don't know, actually. I don't know when the next one's gonna be. Basically, I ended up getting a infection in my armpit, and we had me on antibiotics for a while trying to kill it and clear it out, but it just kept coming back. So the only real option was to basically go in and cut out the tissue and stuff where it was. Actually, I didn't. Yeah, it was, as someone said in chat, my lymph node. Basically, what happens is because your armpit hair is pubic hair, it basically gets a bacteria on it and it goes into the skin. It just kind of backs up and gets infected. And it kind of gets in on the lymph node system right there and then just keeps creating a bunch of tiny little abscesses, or basically a better way to put it is like tiny boils and stuff like that. And you can't really do anything about it. You can't really stop it. You can, like, I was on antibiotics for about 3 months straight. I was on them on and off for about 8 months though, just trying to clear it up and get it to go away, and it never would. So the only other thing to do was to go in and cut out the tissue and stuff that's right there, and then they packed it, sent me home, and I actually went home with another family for about a week, just to kind of monitor me and my health and make sure I was okay, um, that I wasn't getting fevers, that I didn't get reinfected, stuff like that. So it was quite a little process. I'm doing okay now though. It's not looking the greatest, and basically like right now what I'm dealing with is, I've had my surgery and I'm sitting here trying to recover from it, and I'm trying to basically let it heal up and seal itself shut, which it won't do right now. Don't know why. That's been the biggest issue. Is just it trying to close up all the way. Actually, I had sutures in there, which is the same thing as medical stitches, and we had them in there for a few weeks and had to take them out because of infection risk. I hate trying to back up trucks in this game. Backing in, I usually use number 2 because I can see behind me. Nice. You know, Casman, that's actually kind of what happened. I already had the surgery done once. It was on my left armpit. You can't really see it, especially with a stream, but I have a basically where the hole was in my skin. I can like put my finger into my armpit. It's really weird. It's gross, but I mean, it sealed itself up. So I use saline and stuff to get that done. But then my right one, where the incision is, I haven't tried doing saline yet on it. I might try to do that. I've just been putting gauze pads over it and changing it frequently. I got one on it right now. Can't really kind of see it, but I didn't actually plan on making videos here. And then I was like, you know what? That might not actually be a bad idea. So I decided to do the stream, and I was gonna wait and see how the stream went. Seems like it's going okay though, so I will definitely probably consider making some videos. As far as your head-on collision thing, I'm definitely willing to do that. I'm coming over to repair real quick because I ran into your your truck when you were stuck and did 5%. These trucks would have been crushed if that really happened. I haven't played Con and Exile. It didn't really seem that appealing to me, to be honest. It might be a good game though. I'm definitely wanting to check it out. But it had a lot of really like mixed and negative reviews initially, so I was like, ah, I won't worry about it. I'm fully rested. I am going to sleep now, and then I'm actually going to head off for the night and do some real sleeping. Okay, I'll definitely wait. Like I said, it's one I want to check out though, so I'll definitely be looking for it. Okay, Falcon, look up. Okay, Falcon. Really? You sure did. You sure did. Nicely done. Good job on that. Yeah, anytime you want to play or something, just hit me up, and if I'm not busy doing something or playing another game or editing a video or something, then I'll definitely jump on in with you. Have a good night. Thanks for the fun. I appreciate it. See you, man. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up myself. Um, Sweet, I'll go ahead and accept that once I figure out what I'm doing as far as Twitch and all that wonderful stuff. I don't know anything about Twitch. I just know how to make it work. So that's about it. And then add like the little webcam feature and all that. So, but I appreciate you guys hanging out and talking and communicating back and forth with each other and with me and just making this a good night all the way around. I appreciate it. So I will definitely catch you guys tonight, hopefully, or sometime soon. Ciao.